Em! Em! Up here!
Hiya! Should I just come up?
Come on up! You just have to watch your step on the third ledge. Should be good.
What?
I completely got what you just said, and I'm coming up. Phew. I'm up. In one piece. It's all good. Call off the dogs. Ugh.
So glad you made it. Isn't it nice up here?
Sure is. Oh, that view. Gets me every time.
Sounds like you're starting to remember what's great about P.O.
Those times I came up here by myself at night when the stars were out, so serene.
Yeah, I've had many of those nights too. Still have them, in fact. Hey, remember when I snuck in those beers from Uncle Stan? And they were really disgusting, and you puked all over the rail? In fact, wasn't it kind of where you're standing right now? Oh my gosh, it totally was.
Hold up! I seem to remember it was closer to where you're standing. Like exactly where your hands are now.
Oh! I'm glad you're back. I kind of missed having you around.
I feel the same way.
So, what's life been like for you since you left? Positives? Negatives?
You know, I went to university, got a job. On the whole, it's been really good. And the company I work for has a major break coming up, so that's interesting.
Oh, that sounds great. Congratulations.
Thanks. It certainly is something to think about.
I can imagine Providence Oaks seems boring by comparison.
Well, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't.
Ooh, that sounds juicy. Is this about something or someone?
I'm glad we can have these adult conversations now.
Ooh, there she goes with the crazy eyes. M still stands for mind your own beeswax, I see. All right, I'm backing off.
What about you? Did you end up going to college?
Yeah, about that. I mean, I wanted to go to art school, yes, but turns out I wasn't good enough, or at least that's what they told me when I applied. So I decided to stay and do my own thing. Make music, perform and stuff, you know. I picked up some shifts at the diner, Barry and I reconnected, got married, and then Max came along. You haven't met him yet, have you? He turns 13 in a few months. Time flies. Anyway, having Max gave things a different rhythm, but I still continued with my music. Even managed to get a bit of a buzz going in Portland. Lined up a few interesting gigs. Tough to balance, but fun.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, just like that, Uncle Stan got sick. Hit him and Aunt Mo like a ton of bricks. It was crushing. There I was, just about to get somewhere with my music. But I just couldn't let them down, so I stayed. Helped out nursing Uncle Stan, picked up his shifts at the diner.
I can't imagine what it must have been like to make that choice.
I see where you're going, but honestly, I count myself lucky in a way. It gave me time to assess.
Sounds like you really stepped up.
Well, in hindsight, it was a lot. In the moment, though, you don't stop to think. You just do it.
Where was Barry in all this?
Barry was actually really great. We divided tasks back at the house, and he took care of Uncle Stan when he could. No questions asked. He was just there.
And now you still work at the diner?
Well, Mo has offered a couple of times to put my name above the door at the diner. Up until now, it felt like too much. Too soon. Too definitive. But I don't know. Maybe if she asks again, I'll think about it. The way things ended up, it may not have been part of my master plan, but I got to spend some of the most precious moments of my life with the most precious people I know. Got to say goodbye to Uncle Stan and be there for Mo. He basically raised me. I'm grateful I got to do that for them. And I built a family of my own, right here in good old P.O. And one day, those kids will hurl all over this rail just like we did. So yeah, it's been tough, but looking back, I wouldn't trade any of it for the world.
That's so great, Kay. I'm glad at least one of us grew up to be a well-rounded individual. Is there a manual I can borrow?
Well, after you left, I had to raise myself, didn't I? So, ready to descend to the world below?
Nah, I think I'll stick around. Enjoy the view some more.
The view from the top of the ivory tower. Be careful not to get too used to it, young lady.
Kay? Thanks for the invite. I'm glad I came by. Just try to cut down the word count on the answering machine next time, would you?
Oh, you better buy yourself some new tapes for your machine, Weiss. Just kidding. You know how I get when I get nervous. Thanks for joining, Em. This was good.
Hello?
You're speaking to Monster Deal Central. How may I help you?
Oh, hi, Steve.
Meredith, please tell me to calm down. We are so close to a deal. Added 87 in shops all across America. Monster Deal.
Calm down, Steve.
Okay. I met up with this big retailer, right? They read our great pitch. They loved it, and they want to buy 250,000 copies of Added 87. 250,000. Multiply that by like $35.
What? That's millions of dollars of revenue!
Millions, and it's just the start. Listen, I've got the contract right here. I'm sending over a copy. You should have it tomorrow. Please, check, double check it right away. I want your blessings before I sign on the dotted line, okay?
Gotcha, Steve. Don't worry about it.
Awesome. I'll be in touch again Tuesday evening. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
The Countess and the Carpenter. Chapter 3. Come in, were the most regretted words Cecilia had uttered in a long time. They were instantly followed up by, "Get out!" when she saw the surprised face of the carpenter's apprentice, instead of her niece, Anna. Apparently, her hosts wasted no time in addressing the problem of a malfunctioning bathroom faucet.
Who's this?
I hope we can say I'm a friend.
Listen, you creep. It's not your money we want. It's your ass.
I'm sorry to hear that. Fucking waste!
Like, comment, and subscribe, or I'll break your fucking legs.